I really see in missions that mental health and physical health are two valuable entry wedges. I tell them sugar is the cousin of depression. I tell them it gives you a high and drops you off and leaves you feeling so low. When they learn these things, it opens them up to learn about the gospel. There is no medicine that cures diabetes. There is no medicine that cures heart disease. The divine formula works like this. You lean on God's power and you make a decision. When you lean on God's power and then you choose, that is a power that the devil can't resist.
Hello friends, it is good to see you once again. My name is Shanniel Fisher and we are here at Eden Valley Institute of Wellness. And in our podcast, we have a special episode today. We have Eugene Pritt that's with us in our studio today. And we have had him before and he's told us a little bit on his journey. And that is amazing to hear how God led in his life and what he's currently doing. Now, there's something about his life and mission that I want to drill into today. In this shorter episode that we have for today, Eugene, we're going to be looking at the aspect of health in your ministry. Now, in the first podcast, we talked about your training at Weimar and under Dr. Neil Ledley. So welcome, and why don't we drill into the health aspect of your ministry? Tell me about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I really see in missions that mental health and physical health are two valuable entry wedges.
Yes.
I'll tell you a brief story how I got started in this.
Yes.
Even before I went to Weimar, I was in Malaysia, and I had a bright medical student. She'd been studying to be a doctor. She came to study with me to learn how to do ministry. And then she began to have hallucinations, began to see things, began to hear things, began to have paranoia issues. It looked like the classic onset of schizophrenia. And she came to me to get help because she didn't want to lose her mind. She didn't want to have these kind of spiritual problems. She said, "What can I do?" And God helped me say things I didn't even know. He promised to do that in the book Education on page 271. And what I told her is that when you dream, your mind creates not only what you say in the dream, but the other characters, what they say and do. It's an incredible gift you have in your dream. But sometimes when that dream process happens while you're awake, especially when you're low on sleep, this can happen. When it happens when you're awake, it's not always easy to differentiate between what is dream and what is reality. But I said to her, if everyone around you can hear it, that's probably coming through your ears. If everyone around you can see it, that's probably coming through your eyes. But if you're the only one that hears or sees, that's a dream, and you don't need to pay any attention to it. It's not real. And as soon as she realized that she wasn't going crazy, she was just dreaming during the day, her anxiety went down. When the anxiety went down, her sleep went up. When her sleep went up, her hallucinations went down. And today, for 8 years now, she's been an effective missionary, working with me there in Malaysia. So that launched me into a study of mental health. And when I got to spend a year with Dr. Nedley, that did so much. And now when I'm in Bangladesh, going into the villages, I tell them some simple things. I tell them sugar is the cousin of depression. I tell them it gives you a high and drops you off and leaves you feeling so low. I let them know that they need to eat more seeds. Some soaked flax seeds or crushed flax seeds. Those are cheap in Bangladesh. Added to the diet would do so much to help their body produce melatonin and serotonin. And that's a simple thing that they can manage on their low budget.
And the omegas,
omega-3, that's right.
And 6,
and
all that
getting
good stuff.
Some of those important nutrients too. So I try to give them these ideas that are simple enough for a villager to pick up. When I talk about sunshine, I don't talk about all the science of it,
Yes.
but I say that that sunshine kills the little bugaroos, the germs, it
Yes.
denatures the viruses. So if you leave your window open,
Yes.
then they wander out and die, and the sun comes in and kills them.
Kills.
But if you lock yourself up in your sick room, then you have these germs floating around all around. Everyone that comes in is going to be breathing them.
That's right.
So the sun is free. I'm teaching them that when God designed our legs, He put our arteries intertwined with our muscles in such a way that our legs are a secondary pump for our blood only when we're walking.
Yes.
So that when that Bangladeshi woman stops walking at 55 and she sits down, suddenly her heart has too hard a job.
Yes.
And they don't know why she's developing heart problems now. Well, it's because suddenly the heart's not getting any help from those legs.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we're going into the villages and teaching the people how to raise smarter children. In Bangladesh, there's so much trouble with mercury toxicity. You know, when God made streams, He made those streams so that they have a lake that has an inlet and an outlet. And that keeps the lake from getting very polluted.
Right.
But when you make a fish pond, it has no inlet or outlet. It just absorbs toxins. Because water evaporates, toxins come in, but they don't evaporate with the water. So it gets worse and worse and worse over time.
There's no outflow
of the toxins.
Yes.
So the fish there are full of mercury and lead, and that literally lowers the IQ of the children. So when we can come into the villages and show the people that we care about them, we care about their children.
Their health.
We care about, if they follow my advice in 1 year, they won't even have diabetes.
Yes.
When they learn these things, it opens them up to learn about the gospel.
The gospel.
And of course, one of the major causes of both sickness and mental health issues is guilt. Wow. Guilt and shame. And for guilt and shame, Jesus offers help that can't really be found in nutrition and exercise.
Yes.
So it gives an opportunity for us.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you. This comprehensive view you've given us today. Now, you did mentioned much on Bangladesh or perhaps overseas, but these principles, Eugene, these are useful and readily available to us, even people right here in the United States. You talk about the sunshine, opening of the windows, and all those health principles that we seek to practice right here at Eden Valley and try to teach more people to do that. How comprehensive is this? There's something we have come to know, and I notice you mentioned to me your time at Weimar, the New Start program. Why don't you lead us through that, give us a comprehensive look at that and how that can help people all around, overall in their health?
There is a great word that you're leading to. It's the word holistic.
Yes.
It means mental, social, physical,
yes.
all of that together.
Yes.
And right here in the Denver area, if you can be more healthy, it's easier to avoid depression.
Right.
If you have a feeling of peace with God, you're less likely to get diabetes. If you do get a cancer diagnosis, you're so likely to get depression.
Yes.
So we're an integrated person.
That's right.
And God made us that way. So He has given to us a message about nutrition and exercise and water. Yes. That's the new start.
That's the new.
Nutrition, exercise, and water.
That's right.
Yeah, those first three are so powerful. Wow. But then the start, that's the sunshine and the self-control, temperance and air and rest, and then trusting God.
Yes.
That these simple ideas, you could almost call them doctors.
Yes.
And these doctors compete with medicine pushers because for a millennia, people have thought that no matter how they live, they can take a potion and get better. But what I tell them in Bangladesh, and I'll tell the people right here in America,
That's right.
there is no medicine that cures diabetes. There is no medicine that cures heart disease.
That's right.
There's a medicine that lowers blood pressure, but it doesn't change the problems that cause the blood pressure.
Yes.
It lowers it and leaves the problems.
Doesn't go to the root.
There's no problem. There's no medicine that takes away the cause of pain. There's only a medicine that covers the pain. There's no medicine that takes away the cause of your cough, only a medicine that suppresses the cough. So potions never have cured disease.
Yes.
But the simple way we live creates an atmosphere where our own immune system can cure disease.
Yes.
Our own body can make such a difference for us.
Yes.
So I love to take this into villages because those villagers can't afford health care.
Yes.
And here in America, a lot of your listeners have insurance. But you know, if an economic collapse follows in a few years, the first thing that's going to go is insurance. And then no one will be able to afford their medical care.
Right.
So it's time just now to learn to live in a way that we don't need that.
What I'm hearing from you are things that we call here lifestyle changes. We use that phrase a lot here at Eden Valley, lifestyle changes. And lifestyle changes is not just limited to a certain group. Each of us, wherever you are, right here in America, in Bangladesh, in Asia at large, the Caribbean, Europe, all over, we all can make lifestyle changes. Now, for someone that's watching Eugene and would like that word from you today saying, hey, I am thinking about making lifestyle changes. I want to do these kind of things. What are some just 1, 2, 3 steps that you would like to give them as we pull this together?
I'm going to give an example.
Yes.
One of the most common lifestyle changes people try to make is to quit smoking. And so many people have told me I tried and I couldn't do it. So I want to say to you that you need to add something to your try. You want to add 2 Peter 1:4, where it says, God has given us, by knowing him, exceeding great and precious promises,
Yes.
that by these you might have the divine nature, so you can escape the downhill trend. We call that corruption. And that downhill trend comes by indulging ourselves. So if you think, I can't exercise more, I can't lose weight, I can't get to bed at 9:30, I can't stop eating that junk food.
Yes.
But wait, you can if you have the divine nature. And you can have the divine nature if you'll find some precious promises. Put those into your prayer. The divine formula works like this. You lean on God's power and you make a decision. When you lean on God's power and then you choose, that is a power that the devil can't resist. That is resisting him and he flees away. So you asked for 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to give 1, 2.
That's good.
1, 2 is you need to lean on God. Depend on him. Use his promises. And 2, you need to make a decision and choose and go. When you make that 1, 2, you are going to have success. But because you have bad habits, you're going to have some failures.
Yes.
And when you do, you need to add a 3, and that is say sorry. Say, Father in heaven, I loused up. I shouldn't have done it. Please forgive me. Clean me up. 1, 2, 3. Trust in him. Choose. And when you fail, say sorry. And that will change your habit. And over time, you'll need less and less of step 3 because your habits will become your friend instead of your enemy. Yeah, that's it. Trust and choose.
I love it. I love it. Here you go, friends. We have a beautiful formula that will help us to make the best choices, especially regarding our health. And today, I just want to say thank you, Eugene, for coming, for sharing on the health side of your ministry. You know, it's one thing to be in a mission field and to be serving and reaching the hearts of the people, seeking for them to help, come to know who Jesus is and how he wants to save them. The other side of ministry I have noticed, and you have made clear today, is that people even coming to Christ, some are in need of health. The majority, all, if I may say, all of us are in need. Some needs more. And so working with them, helping people to know how to have better lifestyle and live a life that would prevent more diseases is so important for our work that we do. So thank you for coming.
Amen.
Thank you for sharing. Friends, until next time, we wish you the blessings of God, and always remember that God wishes above all things that we may prosper and be in health, even as our soul prospers. This is the promise that He has for us, that He wants us to be in health. Until next time, you take care.